Welcome students. Today we will see what is the superposition theorem. So statement of superposition theorem is that it takes a complex circuit and simplifies it in a way that makes a perfect sense and make that circuit a simple one and easy to understand. Superposition theorem helps to analyze a complex circuit with multiple sources to determine the net current or voltage in a desired component when all sources are connected. We will verify it by taking simple example. Now this network, it is used for superposition theorem. So main step is to eliminate all but one source of power within a network at a time using series parallel analysis to determine the voltage drop or currents within the modified network for each power source. Then once voltage drops or currents have been determined for each power source working separately, the values are all superimposed on top of each other, added or subtracted algebraically to find the actual voltage drops, currents with all sources active at a time. So take one example for the superposition theorem. There are three resistances connected R1, R2, R3 having the values 4 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm respectively. These are two batteries B1 and B2. So what the superposition theorem says? At a time there should be only one battery in the circuit and other battery should be replaced by its internal resistance if any. So first we will keep this battery B1 in the circuit and we will remove this battery B2 with the short circuit because it has no any other resistance. So our diagram will become like this. Only B1 is in the circuit while B2 is replaced by the short circuit. We will find all equivalent resistance of the circuit. See, the resistance current will flow in this way. So these both are in parallel, R2 and R3 are in parallel, and this parallel combination is connected in series with the 4 ohm resistor. So what is our equivalent resistance? That equivalent resistance will be calculated as like this and it becomes 4.667. So these are the values EMF, current and resistance across each R1, R2, R3 like this. Okay. So this is only when this B1 20 volt battery is in circuit. These are the calculations. So R2 parallel R3, it will give you 2 ohm parallel with 1 ohm. So 0.667. So RT will be R1 plus R2 parallel R3. Okay. So total will be 4.667 ohm. Total current will be 5.98 and V1 is I1 into R1 that is equal to 4 ohm 6 ampere. Okay. Now using current divider rule, we can calculate the branch currents I1 and I2, I2 and I3 as follow. So these are the branch currents. Okay. Now when we have to find V2 and V3, we will find these V2 and V3 which are the 4 volt and 4 volt. Okay. So this is for first battery when only battery B1 is in the circuit, that is 28 volt. And these are the currents. See, 4 ampere will flow from right to left, 6 ampere also from right to left and 2 ampere in upward direction. Now same process we will carry out with B2 connected and B1 is replaced by its equivalent. So B1 is replaced by short circuit and B2 is connected. So combination will get changed. Now these R1 and R2 are in parallel and this parallel combination is connected in series with this 1 ohm. So what are the parameters? See, R2 parallel R1 equal to 2 ohm parallel 4 ohm and that is equal to 1.33. So total resistance will become 2.33. Total current will become 3 ampere and V3 equal to total current into R3 that is the 3 volts. So these are the I1 and I2 for battery having B2 battery in the circuit. Okay, so these are the calculations. Now V1 and V2 can be calculated by using Ohm's law. So these are the direction of currents when only B2 is in the circuit. See, directions are exactly reversed. First, this direction was from left to right. This was also from opposite direction, but this is same. And what superposition theorem states? Superposition theorem states that current flowing in each resistance is the algebraic sum of all currents which would flow in that circuit when each source is considered separately while other source is removed by its internal resistance, if any. And in that case, if there is a current source, it is replaced by open circuit. If there is a voltage source, it is replaced by the short circuit. Okay. So when superimposing these values of voltage and current, we have to be very careful to consider polarity of each voltage drop and direction of current. Okay. As the values have to be algebraically added or subtracted depending upon the direction of the current. And this is the resultant. With 28-volt battery, with 7-volt battery, and with both batteries. Okay. So this is the resulting table. And this is our equivalent diagram. B1 is 20-volt, B2 is 7 volt, and these are the resistances. So R1 voltage is 20 volt, R2 across that R2 it is 8 volt, and across R3 it is 1 volt. So currents add up algebraically as well, and we can superimpose these voltages as shown. So this is again with 20-volt battery. This is the current through R1, current through R2, current through R3, and like this. So once again applying the superimposed figures to our circuit, this is our resulting table. Okay, and this way we can find the total current flowing through each branch or each resistance using superposition theorem. Thank you.